Creepy TikToks that will make you rethink reality, reaction. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Nikola Tesla said that there's 3 things required to unlock the secrets of the universe: energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla said that there's 3 things required to unlock the secrets of the universe: energy, frequency, and vibration. And all around us, even when we can't see it, the world is vibrating. And there's many frequencies all around us, and many frequencies of light that we can't see, and there's many frequencies of sound that we cannot see, but we can visualize it. And even with water, we can play music or any other sounds, and we can see these cymatic patterns, these frequencies, as they're played through the water. And how does that relate to the history? Well, if this is possible, then is it not possible that we could use this technology for other things? And maybe there's some secret that we just don't know.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JetskiChucK, and if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, because today we're going in deep and we got another banger. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Aliens have been trying to leave us technology for free energy devices for a very long time. Now, if you guys question the authenticity of crop circles, I highly suggest doing some research. And if you're too lazy to do the research, I've done it for you, and so is this man. This is Professor William Levengood, and he's been studying crop circles for a very, very long time. Now, what we noticed on the real crop circles is the seeds of the stalks would all explode out of the nodes, and the crops would coil up like this. And the magnetic energy at these sites is off the charts. Now, with that being said, some are fakes, not all possess these qualities. But when you look into these real ones, it's easy to see that they're trying to give us free energy devices. This crop circle is placed in front of a windmill, and it displays magnetic wheel energy, something far more sustainable than windmills. And it's also free energy. Here's another magnetic motor that was created off of a crop circle blueprint. And an Italian inventor named Umberto Berdau created this free energy device off this alien-created crop circle blueprint. There is absolutely no doubt that the UFOs are creating these crop circles to help us unlock the secrets of the universe. This one represents our 7 chakras, our 7 energy centers within the body. Unlocking these energy centers will help any individual tap into the secrets of the universe. You'll see many crop circles represent magnetic fields, and all these crop circles are created using extreme mathematical precision and divine sacred geometry. There is no doubt that the UFOs are trying to help humanity reach our full potential. Peace and love.
When was the last time you heard about a crop circle? It's like they done completely fell off. I haven't heard about a crop circle in about like 4 or 5 years. But the pieces are starting to get connected, of course.
Imagine, if you will, that you are the supercomputer that powers reality. That without you, there is nothing. There is no universe, there is no objects, there is, literally everything that you perceive reality to be simply is not there unless you are there to observe it, correct? Imagine, if you will, that you are the supercomputer that powers reality. That without you, there is nothing. There is no universe, there is no objects, there is, literally everything that you perceive reality to be simply is not there unless you are there to observe it, correct? It's in a sense, a feedback system. The world inside of yourself, the energy inside of you, is also the same as the energy outside of you, communicating with itself. It's a feedback system.
Is everywhere present in unlimited quantities. It can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas, or any other fuel. This new power for the driving of the world's machinery will be derived from the energy which operates the universe, the cosmic energy.
Dang, he is cruising. Play that again. Wow.
Radiation coming from a microwave and compare it to an Apple Watch. So here's the microwave, we're going to kick it on. Right in front of it, you're almost 1,000,000 microwatts, 113,000 microwatts per square meter, and we're this far away from the microwave. Let's kill the microwave. We'll go right back down into the green like we should. Okay, come over here. This phone's on airplane mode, so we know that that's not contributing. All right, let's kick this thing on. Look at, there's a nice little 10,000 microwatt spike. And you got to realize when you guys are wearing these things, they're constantly connecting to the cell tower to try to see if there's any new text message. Are there any new updates? So that's the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi. No, that's the Wi-Fi kicking on. You hear that? Listen to this thing. I'll turn the volume down. If only Apple had this at the sales booth right next to it, no one would buy it. Alright, so let's like swipe it open. So we've peaked at 21,000. You might not be able to see that, but it is in airplane mode. Right up here is the airplane mode icon. Now we're going to put it in this little Faraday bag. Immediately into the green. It's magic.
Let me make sure all my devices are in airplane mode real quick. But all seriousness, that was crazy. It says pay close attention to the detail, to the face controlled on the robot's chest plate. How do they have this back in the day, though? What is that, y'all? Is this ancient technology? How to carve stone using sound and vibration. Wow. That is interesting. So how did they do this back in the day is the question. That's a perfect cut stone. I wonder if you can make keys like that as well. Imagine like a stone key that could open a door to a hidden door in a mountain or something. So is this how hieroglyphs were made? Or was it chiseled? I'm gonna go back to this clip I played yesterday, but is very appropriate for today. If we look at how they were just able to cut those rocks, if we look at the precision and detail on these, I wonder again how the light is getting absorbed into it. That's just so fascinating. I want to do this one day. Are the walls, did they use some type of vibrating technology to cut perfect details into the wall? I mean, if you look at these, those are straight lines. That is interesting. Your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if they're used some type of ancient technology for the hieroglyphs, or did they really take the time and meticulously use hand tools? But nevertheless, let's dive into some more videos. This experiment actually looks fun. I wonder if it would actually work. Made with magnets, huh? That setup does look interesting, and I wonder how much voltage it actually produces out. This engine is interesting. Look how it's rotating by itself. This is all from magnets? Huh. I wonder how much he can power with that. Wow. On this video, it's just music playing, so he's not explaining the process. Like, unfortunately, we cannot hear what he's saying. huh? He gives you the blueprint for it too? Wow. I wonder if this could power like a whole house. Interesting. Well, if you guys know anybody that has a dam or some moving water near your house, boy, do I got an answer for you. A little bit loud, but it works.
Whoever invented this is a true genius, and no one could have seen this coming. China has once again astounded the world with an unprecedented feat: the construction of an underwater power station. Many countries are in awe, and you won't believe what's next. Introducing the largest tidal energy power station in China, the Zhongxia Tidal Power Station. This incredible marvel annually contributes over 10 million kilowatt hours of clean energy to the grid. With a total capacity of 3,000 kilowatts, it boasts 6 500 kilowatt water turbine generators that operate for 15 hours a day.
Oh, we gotta catch up.
To produce completely pollution-free clean energy. It's a testament to China's audacious vision and pioneering spirit that they dared to dream and build a power station under the sea. It's truly mind-blowing. Behind these colossal engineering achievements, there shines an endless beacon of technological progress and innovation. China's relentless infrastructure development and technological prowess are redefining the boundaries of what's possible. Stay tuned for more groundbreaking innovations.
Yeah, we gotta catch up, man. Aren't they on fiber optics out there too? Oh my goodness, man. That is a great idea. If we had one of those, if we had probably about 4 of those around our coastline, you know, it should be able to power all the homes in that area. I'm surprised we're not doing that, but, you know, I'm sure there's some underlining factors going here. But let's keep it going, y'all. I hope you guys like this. It's a little bit learning, you know, showing you possibilities, you know, for education purposes, of course. But let's keep going.
This device right here has sent me down the deepest rabbit hole. And that's because this is a source of free energy that has a very mysterious history and could be linked to UFOs.
But for several years now, a small group of scientists here has been investigating a strange new space-age metal, a nickel-titanium alloy called nitinol.
In cold water, nitinol turns soft. Bend it and it stays bent, but in hot water it springs back with forces as high as 55 tons a square inch. No one knows quite why this happens. Several years ago, McDonnell Douglas began experimenting with nitinol in the form of springs. At room temperature, the nitinol wire springs bend easily, but in warm water they spring back, thus forcing the wheel around. Even stranger, nitinol wires get stronger the more they're used. They develop a double memory. They not only contract in the warm water, but they begin to stretch of their own accord in the cool water. Nitinol can be trained.
And then there's this document that was written from the Battelle Memorial Institute to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio in 1949. And of course, the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is known for allegedly storing the crashed UFO that happened in Roswell in 1947, which was just 2 years before this contract was written. And in this document, they're talking about the different alloys that they're testing, and they're giving a progress report on those tests. And at this time, nitinol went by a different name. And a lot of the serious UFO researchers believe that the Battelle Memorial Institute was the organization that was given the contract to examine and test all the metals that were retrieved from the Roswell crash. And one more interesting thing about Battelle is that they are the same organization that invented coating and metals that were used on spy planes that were then later used on the U-2 and the SR-71.
Wow, that is interesting. Guys, that might have been Dark Waters 9, to be honest with you guys. That was interesting. Those springs. Let's dive deeper.
I first met him in the early 80s. He didn't want his real name or address revealed, so we called him DJ for Dynamo Jack. He was only a healer, he said, but he did direct a powerful energy generated from his own body into his patients. He called the energy Chi. He then took our newspaper outside and showed us how Chi can also be used to set things on fire. When he heard we'd shown this footage in public, he was very upset and refused all our future efforts to contact him again. He called me back to
You didn't notice the flash in the camera recording?
We all have undreamed of powers sleeping within us, and that there's nothing special about him except for his training in waking them. I first met him in the early 80s. He didn't want his real...
Come on, man. He didn't want us. He got upset when he found out we shared it to the public, but you didn't see the camera record and that flash when you was pyro man in that newspaper? Come on, G. Let's go to the next one.
Gas, and that is safety. Here we have one of our cooking units, and I just turned on the gas. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, my mother used to tell me, never, ever, ever do what I just did. Why? Because traditional cooking gas is toxic. If you turn it on like I just did and leave it on, you're going to die. The gas itself will kill you. You have another risk. If you leave the gas on like this and there's a spark, there will be an explosion, and the explosion will kill you. So either the gas kills you or the explosion kills you. Either way, you're dead. But with oxygen and hydrogen, it's different. And I'll explain to you why. Right now, the air that we are breathing is oxygen and hydrogen gas mixed with about 70% nitrogen. When this gas mixes with the nitrogen, it doesn't burn. It is possible to reach concentration levels high enough that you will have a flame. But even if that happens, this gas is safer, and I'll tell you why. Hydrogen gas is very, very light. So the hydrogen gas that's coming out of here will always rise to the top of the room. So if there is a spark and the concentration levels are high enough, the fire will be up there, not down here. Okay, but let's deal with this right now. The gas has been coming out of this burner head for more than a minute. And this torch is lit. But as you can see, we have no explosion. That's because the gas that comes out of this burner is mixing with the nitrogen that's in the air and causing our fuel to become harmless. Even after a minute, I can hold the flame this close, and there's still no fire, no explosion. If I want to light this burner, I need to get very close. So even after this gas being on for 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes, still no explosion, still very safe. This is different from any other gas fuel you have ever used in your home. For cooking, This gas is more efficient and cleaner than traditional gas fuels. It's also much safer. As you can see, this gas can be used exactly like any other cooking gas. But there's no smoke, no pollution, and the flame is more efficient. If you look closely, you can cook with a very small flame, same as you would for any other type of cooking gas. It's very good for heating. Or, if you want, you can have a very large flame. There's the water.
This was before its time.
These drawers are just for storage if you want to have pots, pans. As you can see here, we have this meter which tells you how much current is being used by our machine to produce the gas. This is important because all of our machines produce the gas on demand. On demand is very important, and I'll tell you why. You see this light just went on. That means that the gas pressure has already been reached and the machine itself has stopped producing gas. Now another thing I want you to look at here, I don't know if you can see this, but the water is already boiling. That's how fast this gas will heat. It's very, very efficient. Now let me turn this back on again. And you'll see the water is boiling. Now, this green light just went on here. And this gauge is showing you how much energy is required to produce the gas. When the proper gas pressure is obtained, this light goes out and this yellow light will come on, telling you that the gas is no longer being produced by our machine. This is gas on demand. There is no storage of the gas. It is totally on demand. That means no propane tanks, no gas tanks that can explode, no gas tanks that need to be transported from your distributor to your home. It's all here, on demand, gas on demand. Gas, and that is safety.
You think that stove would be viable even today, or is it just a hoax?
Find out the truth about this man, the whole world could change. Japanese scientist Masaru Emoto was known to experiment in odd ways, which many of us know some of the most incredible inventions came from very unorthodox practices. In Dr. Emoto's case, he decided to experiment with water, because he had an idea that water was actually some sort of conscious entity. Very fringe and far out thinking. But what he discovered would shock the world, at least parts of the world that knew that this thing even existed. He would take droplets of water and speak certain things to them, and then freeze them, and would document the structural integrity of its molecular structure. So when you say positive things to these water droplets, he discovered they would form perfect, sacred geometric patterns. But when he spoke negative things to the water droplets, they exhibited chaotic and distorted cellular structures. Now, how could this possibly happen? Water doesn't understand the English or Japanese language. It's not language they're interpreting, but energy. Words carry energy, frequency, and vibration.
Have any of you guys heard about that experiment? Looks like a good one. I heard about some type of rice experiment, but I don't know if that was the same one. Water for fuel? No way. They're using water to fuel this vehicle. Man, with how crazy gas prices is nowadays, man, boy, we could sure use that. Wow. That looks like they took that straight out of an alien ship. Hydrogen energy machine.
It's like an iPhone, right? But we're God's iPhone. We're his favorite creation. It's really, we're the ultimate technology. Sometimes we feel like technology tries to compete with us, but a human has never made anything, never designed anything better than a human. So I think we got to focus on humanity. We got to focus on other human beings. You know, we have to be past the past. We're focused on the future now. And we have to connect with all the inventors and the designers and the engineers, all the people who have ideas of how this world could work, because we have more than enough resources for everyone in the world to be happy. There's 5 resources that the 1% use to control the 99%. That's water, food, education, shelter, and medicine. And everyone can have the best version of that. And that's our promise of what we're doing here.
This is an ultra-small electricity generator, is highly portable and works even with shallow, slow-moving water. Weighing just 18 kilograms, this is the first ever generator of its kind, that can be easily carried. This is an ultra-small electricity generator, is highly portable and works even with shallow, slow-moving water. Weighing just 18 kilograms, this is the first ever generator of its kind, that can be easily carried by one person. It's already being used in roadside irrigation channels to power streetlights. There are many places where individuals or whole areas have no access to electricity. It can transform life in remote areas of the world that still lack power.
Huh? Why would they not do this from the factory? What this gentleman's done here is on a Chevy Bolt, the electric car, he's actually hooked up a generator to the frame and then a pulley system around the wheel. So as the wheels spin, the generator generates electricity and charges the batteries. Oh, what does that do? Well, it eliminates the need for a charging station now. So as he's driving the car using energy, he's putting energy right back into it. As long as that generator puts out the equivalent of what he's using, he'll never need to recharge his batteries. It'll just constantly keep a charge, theoretically speaking, right? So then why wouldn't they do this from the factory? What do you think the reason is why they would not automatically put a generator? My dad had an e-bike years ago that had a generator in the pedals. So as you pedaled it, it recharged the batteries. Well, why would they not do this naturally with a car? I mean, what is your reason why? Huh? Why would they not have a generator already installed to recharge the batteries as you're driving? You blow absolute common sense, huh?
Hey, why wouldn't they do that? I wonder. That is a great idea. While you're driving, you're generating energy. Man. Huh. That makes you think. The Pierce Arrow electric car. Why have I not heard about this? Powered by pure ethereal electricity? What is that? Ethereal electricity. Does not run on batteries, oil, or gas. It just uses the ions in the air, I guess. Those torus fields.
Was working with this stuff in the late 1800s and early 20th century. Well, he was messing with free energy. He and his nephew drove a car powered only by the energy he took out of the air. He had that technology perfected already in 1928. Tesla wanted to give us this technology for free. Now, with Tesla and the electric cars again, people begin to dig around, you know, and find out that Tesla was talking about this stuff 100 years ago.
You guys like those trucks? You think those trucks are cool? I like them. I hate to say it, but I think it's tight.
Flatten the tip of the arrow.
those who lack understanding would think that the pyramids are merely tombs. Throughout the life of the genius Nikola Tesla, he spent nearly 15 years studying the shape, size, and especially the true function of the Egyptian pyramids. The final result he came up with was shocking. The pyramids are actually abandoned energy stations of an ancient civilization. Immediately after that, Tesla attempted to create a grand structure named the Tesla Tower, using the same operating principle as the pyramids to harness energy from Earth's field, creating an almost infinite source of energy. Tesla calculated that just one such tower could generate enough electricity to power a large city for an entire decade. Moreover, it wouldn't even need wires, and the electricity generated would be completely free. If successful, this project would propel humanity into the future by 200 years. However, it's unfortunate that his financier at the time, J.P. Morgan, feared that this free electricity source would topple his traditional power supply corporations. Therefore, Morgan abruptly withdrew all capital from the project, causing the Grand Tesla Tower to forever remain one of the greatest regrets of the century.
Years into the future? Try 500. This is a good one, y'all. Y'all see those colors and lights? Wow. Look at how the light's hitting the bottom. They got the parking brake on. Is it opening up? What is that?
Ever caught on camera.
It's a UFO! Wait, I gotta get out. Wait, focus. That is not a fucking bird.
The hawk doesn't turn orange.
What is that? Dude, I can't get on my camera. What is this, dude?
Wait, look.
What? Oh! Dude, they see it. What is that?
This might be the best UFO.
Hey, that looks low. The yin and yang. Wow. Why does that look so close? Where are the stars? Whoa. Damn. Damn. These photos are incredible. Wow. Damn. Alright, y'all. If y'all made it this far, drop the 100 in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all, today was a banger, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We dug a little deep, but, you know, that's what we do here, man. And you guys know I appreciate all you guys for liking, subscribing, throwing comments in the chat. You know, it means a lot to me. And I just want to thank all you guys for watching my videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.